Hey everybody, it's Karynjean, and yeah, this paper scrap bucket. I've started to organize it. This is the mess that it is. I'll show you what I've done thus far. These are small. Well, that's not. Over here are things that I've pulled out, like envelopes. I pulled out these two pieces of paper here because I like them. I think they match. This one and the dotted one, and I was going to do something with them, and then I'm just starting to pull everything out. These are envelopes that I'm going to decorate. So what I'm going to do here is let's organize this scrap bucket, and then depending upon how long this takes us, it shouldn't take us too long. Let's see if we can, let's organize it and then see if we can do some of those envelopes. I do have the overhead light on, so let's see how we go. Now, this is just a glassine envelope of tiny little double-sided adhesive scraps. I keep it here in my top left drawer where I have all my tape rolls, foam tape, all that kind of stuff. Not my washi tape, but my other tapes. So I just keep it over here in the top left drawer. And so what I have here is, these are just ends of paper, like they have the numbers on them and stuff that in Norman Rockwell. So I'm just saving those. Don't know why I just saved this. Is just a piece of cardstock. In this pile, this is the music sheet book, 75 cents at the thrift store, that I have, that I couldn't find for a long time, so I said I was going to keep it in the scrap bucket, and that's what that is. And then I have full-size sheets. This is of digitals. Well, that's a photo. That's a photo of fall trees, but these are digitals, and that's a digital, and that's just a full-size sheet of plain paper. And let me see if I can get, and then here we have, this is the gold dotted vellum that I mounted onto just plain white cardstock so that it doesn't disappear. And here it is unmounted. And these are large cardstock scraps. Over here on my right, which is now off camera for you, I have the double-sided adhesive scraps. This is the scrapbook adhesives that are too big to fit in that little envelope, but are not scrapbook.com tape on the rolls. And right here in front of me, I have little bits. These are scraps. See, non-adhesive. Gave myself a clue there. Scraps of cards, smaller scraps of cardstock. Actually, these two, since I started that pile, they can go over there. And then this is just paper scraps. So I'm separating cardstock and paper out. Envelopes I'm putting over here to my right. That's a piece of fabric. Here's glossine envelopes. They could probably go back. They can go away. That's a photo sleeve. That can go away. This is from an envelope. I'll just put it over there. Yeah, all the teeny tiny scraps. This is scrapbook adhesives. These, I do have these in here as well. Just put those aside for now. This is wallpaper. I'll put that with the paper scraps. What do I have here? These are scraps from file folders that I made my own little folio with. Cardstock, though. Cardstock. Some of these scraps, like, see how it's narrow, but it's thin. It can go down the side of a page. These are cardstock. Ribbon. Fabric does not go in here. Heavier cardstock. And what I'm thinking of doing, actually, with a lot of these cardstocks is just punching holes to yes, little ones like this, punching holes to add to my circles circle punches, using the circle punch to punch out different size holes to add to that collection, because I do use that a lot. This is paper scraps. I'm going to put that over there. We could do something with that because of the size. A lot of these are small and will turn into what am I trying to say? Will turn into circles. Now, I'm organizing it now. I don't know how long it's going to stay organized, simply because that's the nature of the beast. Okay, so these here I need to put someplace else. I have, I'm sending out Happy Mail to some of my, some of my followers. I haven't sent out Happy Mail in a while, so I'm sending out some Happy Mail. I haven't sent out Happy Mail in a couple of years, to be honest. So, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue organizing this, and I'll show you the end product. Okay, I think I have it organized. I don't know if it's going to stay this way for very long. I had to put this here in order to keep it back. This is just 2 sheets of tracing paper. These are just tiny little pearl things. Let's see if I can do this. So here in this little envelope are the ribbons that are not very large at all that came with these purple envelopes. Are a crafter's companion. In this one I have the loose sheets from the little hymnals right there. This is just sitting here loosely, the gold dotted vellum. Here in, let's see if I can get it, because it all has these gold nose clips. These are the glitter paper, this mounted on the cardstock. That's what's there. This here probably should be someplace else. These are like little things that, little ephemera pieces that come with paper pads, and a couple other things that I made. Like this is the beginning of a folio. Back here in this little envelope are just the scraps, mainly with the page numbers on them, and some of the, like this is from the Pepperidge Farm cookbook. And this here is from Norman Rockwell, some Norman Rockwell scraps. What else do we have? Let's see if I can get back here. This package is smaller cardstock scraps. This over here is specialty papers. A lot of these are things that I made on book page, or watercoloring, or card fronts. Just, I'm calling it specialty papers for lack of a better name. Then this is large cardstock, printed cardstock scraps, right? These are the large pieces. This is solid colored cardstock scraps, larger pieces. I have pulled a couple out. And then back here in this cut down file folder are 8.5 by 11, sorry, this is, because there's a rim in the bottom of the bucket and things are getting caught on that rim. 8.5 by 11, things that either digitals or things that I've printed off, like photographs, things like that, or, you know, sayings and stuff, or like that is just a scrap from when I had extra ink around. And then behind it, this is the packaging, not really acetate, more like the plastic stuff, packaging that stuff comes in. The larger double-sided adhesive scraps, and this is just the extra envelopes. And these are all the doilies that I've used to when I dye papers or scraps. So that's all what this is here, right? Now, over here, oh, this doesn't belong there. These are smaller scraps, paper scraps, things that I need to go through and either throw away or do something with. So, let me get this organized a little bit and see what we're working with, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. And this these are all the scrap. I took you through the scrap bucket, how I have it now organized. God forbid, I know it's not going to stay that way. What I did was I punched out a lot more of the 1.5 inch circle punches, and so I needed a bigger container for them. And I also punched out, and this is just from the scraps that I knew I wasn't going to do anything else with. I punched out a lot of the 1 inch circles, which is now, the container is now full. So there we have that. And what I'm doing here is I've started working on, there are some projects, there are some things in here. I'll show you what I have right now. This is a window envelope that was open both sides. I'm about to make a gusset for the bottom of it. I was just on the phone, so I was doing this while I was on the phone. But this is some stuff that was in the scrap bucket that I'll decorate. We have this. This has been in there. I don't know, I rounded the corners, made something out of that. I have this envelope, which I don't think I'm going to do anything with. At the moment, anyway. I have some of these, and this is what I make specimen slides out of, right? So I don't think I'm going to do that at the moment. And then I also have this is a large scrap. I don't remember what I used the rest of it for, but and this has been in the scrap bucket like this for a very long time, folded in half. So I figure I'll be doing something with that. What I also have here in front of me is, I have these envelopes. I was demonstrating this on one of my videos, that need to be, it does take up a lot of bulk. I showed you this, and I also made it out of tracing paper because I didn't have vellum. Tracing paper is also a heck of a lot less expensive than vellum. But these need to be cut open, so you have the back pocket, the inside pocket, and so it's like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pockets, and this fits down on a page. But then I also have these scraps from envelopes from when I was doing these window flips, right? So these can make lovely pockets as well. And then just all kinds of scraps right here. So what was I doing? Did I cut it out of this? I guess I did. Just doing a little gusset on this to close the bottom of it. I could either gusset it on the inside, or I would have to like glue it down on the bottom or use washi tape or something on the outside, and I don't want to do that. So I love my little mini scoreboard here. We are memory keepers. Love it. And this is just a tiny little scrap. There's our gusset. I cut it 1/2 inch wide, so it's 1/4 inch, right? And it should fit. It'll fit. It's going to be messy, though. I'm going to make a mess. I know I'm going to make a mess. Simply because trying to get it in there. And for some reason, I want to glue down both sides at the same time. This might be a mistake. And instead of going in at the bottom, I think what I will do is use the longer, tweezers, and, well, maybe I can go in at the bottom. I don't know. You could try going in at the bottom. Try going in at the bottom. Is it too big? Let me cut it down just a hair. I think it might be just a hair too big. Let's try again. Come on, get in there, get in there. There. I hope. There, I hope. I think. Yep, I think it's okay. Right? Yeah. And I could still cover it with something, right? Maybe I should have done this in the first place. Maybe wrap it around like this. Or, these are scraps. We're using washi tape. I think I want to put washi tape down here on that seam because there's a little gap, and maybe down here on the back. The one on the back, why don't we use this vine? I have two vine washies. There's this one, which is like a vine. This one is very straight, and I don't know. I don't like that one as much as this one. This one I go through a lot. That one I don't use that much because I like this one better. Right? Enough said. I like this one better. The question is, all right, I think I need to, and there. And I can pull that up and glue that down if I think I need to glue it down. And I could put it right down there as well. I have other washies. Hold on. We could just use one of these narrow washies, except they're just solid colors. And I don't know if I want to necessarily do that. Those I use more in, like when I was working hospice and keeping my calendar. It would be a printed calendar. I would do it by hand because it was always changing. So I would use those to grid off the page and stuff, you know. Now let's see if I can fussy cut this. Oh, I did a pretty good job. Pretty darn good job there. There. So, and we will hinge this on a page, right? We'll hinge that on a page. Now I wanted to do this one. And this requires opening up the tops and bottoms, but it also requires putting something down on each one of these to cover that. It does, it does, it does. Also, I have, like, this is from the Crafter Square from the Dollar Tree. 12 by 12. I think it was like 3 sheets in the package. It's very thin, and I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit, has a bit of a linen texture to it, a little bit glossy, shiny. It's nice. It's thin. I thought I would cut these down and, I would trim that down and turn it into self-gusseted pockets for a journal. That would be easy peasy. Now here I have, this is a scrap. of, that's just a scrap of paper, has a stick on the back. I thought I had others here. I know I do, I just have to find them. It would be easier just to use little scraps. Nope, that doesn't have stick on the back. Glassine envelope, that can be put away. Look at me putting stuff away. Here, this has stick on the back. I think I see stick on the back of this one. I do, except it's going this way. That might be an issue. Let's pull that out. The envelopes, those envelopes are cream colored. So I'm thinking cream colored stuff, right? Not white stuff. That's vinyl, but it's also not white. Let's see what else we got here. No. Okay, I guess we'll do it out of those three things. I think that would be, well, certainly we could just do it straight out of this, and it would cover all of them, truth be told. Truth be told, it would. Okay, let's see what we got. Put this away. Put that away. Okay, so here are the envelopes. Now, this is that fancy Italian wrapping paper from Tuesday morning. It might be too big though, and it might get lost, right? It might get lost a bit. This here can go on 2 of them. And maybe we can cut them in a little bit, because we're gonna take off the tops and bottoms, and then we could ink the sides. But not knowing what journal this is going in, I don't know what I would ink the sides with. That's nothing. And this is, all right, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark, just going to put it down there like that, so I know where, where to put things. Yeah, okay. So, wait a second. Let me think about this. So we should do the music paper. We'll do the music paper. We'll do 2 in the music sheet, right? Let's take a look and see. Okay. Okay. So we can do the music sheet here. And we could do the music sheet, whoops, upside down. 1 here, right? If we're going to do 3 different, whoops, no, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, it should be up 1. It should be here. Okay. So I'm going to put these on first, and then I'm going to open, whoops, and then I'll cut open the envelopes. Right, like that. There's 1. Sorry, I know that was loud. And this one. Oh, so this is just us getting through the scrap bucket. And so basically what you're doing here is you're taking 3 business size envelopes, right? Like this. And you're just folding them up at different intervals so that they become stacked. Did I mess it up again? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did. This is supposed to be up here, not on there. Son of a monkey's uncle. This is supposed to be up here. Shoot, 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 shoot. Can I get it off? No, I can't get it off. All right, well, it's staying there now. I guess we'll have to put something else. It was supposed to be on this one, not that one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I was going to do this one. How big is this? So I just want it 1.5 inches by, I don't know, what's that? 3 and 7/8. 1.5. I'm just over here at my mini rotary. And this one is going to get cut down right there. Now this is self-adhesive vinyl. That I bought. Again, AC Moore going out of business. And I do have, I think I have like a map one too. Let's do it this way. There. Now we can use, this is wallpaper. Kind of disappears there. I'm not sure. That one's too narrow. We can use this maybe. All right, let's see. Again, just over here at Mini Rotary. Let's do it this way. Get some purple in there. And yep. Right there. Oh. And so I'll probably just distress the edges. I was going to say with a brown, but you know, that's not my favorite. We could do like maybe shabby shutters, right? We could do shabby shutters with it. Now, do we want to put this up here as well? Hold on a second. We do have this green. Hold on. How about this? Not quite. We could do this again. Yes, we can. We could do that again. Oh, no, it has to go this way. Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll do that again. Okay. So, okay, 1.5 inches is what I'm cutting them down to. And let's see. Okay. This is easy to make. Again, it does create bulk, right? Unless you have like maybe envelopes that are with thinner paper. These are, these were from my mother, right? These were her business envelopes. I already have that one cut open. Look at that. Look at me go. Hold on. Let me get this one out, please. Excuse me if my head's in the way. That's crooked. Whoops. Piece of vinyl, kind of like contact paper. Whoops. There we go. Kind of like contact paper. You could use contact paper, I suppose. There. There. And now, again, with this 1.5 inches. And here. I think this one might be open too. No, just the one. Okay. There. Okay, so this one is cut open. All the rest need to be cut open. For this, I will, oh, hello. As I move things out of the way, I will bring the trimmer up here. And I am going to use my trimmer as opposed to scissors because you know me. You know me. I should be able to use scissors though, but there. Just opening it up. Boom. And here. Just get under there. Making sure it's there under. There. So that's open and that's open. And now that one is not open. Okay. I'm making sure the envelope is on that side because envelopes really aren't as square as you think they might be, right? Like this is there on this. And you see it's thicker and then it goes thinner. That's because envelopes are not necessarily square. So I just make sure I line up the side with that to make sure that they're going to be all cut even Stevens. So is this one open? Didn't I just cut this open? I did. Hello. So that one's open. That one's open. That one's open. And that one's open. Oh, look, that. Yep. Now, is this open? That one's open. Is this open? That one's open. Okay. So there. And we can notch the front. so that they can know that it's all those different pockets. Let's take a look and see. I don't want it to be very deep. And if I'm notching the front, let's make sure I'm notching them in the same spot. Right. Let's try to anyway. Because I think that is also something that we will see if it's off. Like that one right there is not in the same spot. Okay, let's try again. Yes, this is me being obsessive about this kind of stuff again. What I should have done is I should have just marked the center of the darn things, and then I would have been able to line up the center. Close enough. No, not close enough. All right, I'm marking the center. Hold on. I am going to mark the center. Pencil. Center. I'm not going to be able to see that one. Center. Okay. Now I should not have a problem. Knowing how obsessive I am about that kind of stuff, I should have done that to begin with. So there's the center. Right there. Boom. And there's the center right there. And here on the bottom of this, we can see where the center is. That I should be able to eyeball pretty well, right? I should be able to eyeball that one pretty well. And this one. And then it'll become more apparent when I ink the edges. Yes, it will. Okay. Shabby shutters. And now I'm going to go across here and in there and down here. Probably don't have to do that. Definitely need to do the sides. I have got to get the re-inkers for these ink pads. Although I do know some people, like Pam at the Paper Outpost, she just sprays hers with water to keep it going, keep it alive. Which, yeah, do that too. I think that might not really extend the life of the ink pad, though, quite honestly. I think that might kind of... let's see if we get there. There. I don't know. Tell me, do you guys use... Because these are the Distress Oxides, they're water reactive. So, yeah, you can use water and then kind of like watercolor with them. I don't know if you've ever done that. I've done that. But not on the ink pad itself. I've done it, you know, I'll smush them down on something and put water that way. Okay. Shabby shutters. So I hope you're all doing well. Don't even know if I ever said that. This video has been coming in fits and starts, so for instance, it is now 20 after 4 in the afternoon, and I know I started it this morning. But I had phone calls to make, and yeah. So fits and starts. That's okay. It takes a while to get things organized. And again, I know that the scrapbook is not going to stay like that. It actually might be worse like that as opposed to just having everything all in it in a big fat mishmash. Okay, so now, so there it is. Move that aside. Now what we would do is actually glue them all together down the sides. So we can start here with this one on the bottom. Well, it's got a little plug on it, and that's fine. And we're gonna fold that one up there. Oof. Get it going, get it going. And now we'll glue this one. Make sure it's there. And now this one, and I see the first one is off a little bit down there. So by doing it this way, these it goes from shorter to longer, right, in the back, which is what we're doing here. And now this one. And yes, some of these pockets are very, very deep, like this one in the back here. Very, very deep. And there. Oof. And there it is. Like I said, it's pretty. It does add bulk. How much is this? That's 1/8 of an inch, which considering journals, that's bulk. That's bulk, my friends. That's bulk. Sorry about that. That thing is very noisy. Plastic on glass. So there. And now, yes, we can decorate it. You know, you can put stickers and stuff, but that's one to go into the ephemera box. I have 2 ephemera boxes here. This here is teeny tiny stuff. It's mainly just the little matchbook notepads. Some teeny tiny things, some journaling cards, the bases of journaling cards. This here one I'll put over here somewhere. I'll put there. Yep. Look, some of my envelope ones. What fun. Okay, I'm just going to continue this for a little while, see how far I get. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope this encourages you to get organized a little bit, maybe, if you need to be. And just to go through some of your stuff that you haven't seen in a while and see how you can put it to use. Yeah. Shop your stash. This is Karynjean. I hope your imagination takes you to marvelous places. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.